I told my dad that I was afraid of the ocean and that I was afraid of drowning in it. And so at a very young age, my dad taught my siblings and I how to be avid swimmers. He then taught me how to surf. Since then, I've never stopped. Surfing's been a passion of mine, and living in a very small beach town in Northern County, San Diego, it's kind of like one of the things that everyone does there. It's a way to kind of socialize. And so nothing to me compares to being able to paddle out and have a really fun session with my friends and just kind of like socialize with them, hang out, have bro time. One of the best things I think about surfing is the fact that you can't have your phone on you. That kind of forces you to actively engage and socialize with your surroundings. May it be your friends or strangers and nature as well. And so being the beach rats that we are, we have a tradition in which we like to, for our birthdays, go out and surf pretty much all day. No matter what's going on, if we have work, we'll call off, we'll use sick days, we'll take tardies, and we'll just go out and have a day to ourselves. So my day started off on my birthday. It's 2004, and I'm sitting on the beach in La Jolla, San Diego, and I'm sitting at the beach by myself in the morning, and I'm looking at these waves come in, and I'm there by myself. So I'm taking a picture of these waves, and I'm sending them to my friends, and I'm telling them, hey, where are you guys at? Texting them, trying to call them, and I get no response. So I decide to go out by myself. I'm not waiting on them. I get to my car, I'm getting my board, and I'm squeezing into my wetsuit. And as I'm squeezing into my wetsuit, I feel this nervousness overcome me. It's kind of like a premonition of something bad about to happen, but I don't know exactly what it is, obviously. And so I kind of like shake it off, and I'm like, okay, just kind of like pump yourself up, like get a little bit loose and just relax. So I get my board, strap my leash onto my ankle, and I head out on the water. I'm paddling and I'm paddling and I'm paddling, duck diving under the bigger sets. And I finally get out to the lineup, and that's where you wait patiently for the waves to form and catch the surfable waves. So I get out there, and I realize that there's a calm, almost like a long lull in the water. Not a ripple in sight, and I'm looking around me and there's no one else out. All of a sudden, I look to the horizon and I see like a really big set wave coming by. So I'm thinking in my head, should I go? Is it too big? I've never really ridden anything that big, and we'd just gotten some hurricane swells in, so I wasn't really sure what to do. It kind of froze. And then from the cliffs behind me, I hear a guy just yell, "Charge it!" And I'm like, okay, cool. So I get this adrenaline rush, get in a position, and I turn around towards shore, and I paddle as hard as I can. I'm paddling, and I feel this immense energy of this wave kind of just flip the backside of my board at a 90-degree angle. So the time kind of freezes, cheesy, and I'm now looking headfirst into the bottom of this wave. And instead of standing up and making the drop, I freeze. I get this hesitation, and boom, lights go off. The energy that I'm struck with is absolutely intense. My ears are ringing, my lungs are in pain, my chest is just hurting from the compression of this water. It's a lot of pressure to handle. I'm very disorientated, and I'm doing cartwheels underwater, and all of a sudden, I feel my head bounce off the bottom of a rock, and simultaneously, my leash snaps, and so I get into panic mode. I now am panicking and trying to find which way's up, and I find the surface, I get a couple strokes up, and finally I'm able to breach. I get this like heavenly gasp of air. Oxygen's never tasted so sweet. That day, when I got on shore, I realized that what could have been the worst day of my life turned out to be the best day of my life, because I was able to negotiate the terms in which to survive, and I was really thankful for that. I got a more profound appreciation and understanding, so that was actually